All right, boys, welcome back to Scheme Kings. Now, today is a pretty special day. Brand new defense is starting to be dropped today. So if you haven't watched the main channel video yet, it's going to be live right now by the main YouTube channel. Definitely go check it out. It's going to be the intro video for this defense. I go over the idea for the defense, what you can expect, the personnel we want to use, and this is all going to be based out of the Nick Saban Alabama style of defense. I've really wanted to do this defense for a long time. I actually have a whiteboard where I have ideas and stuff. I wrote this idea down in March, I think, or maybe May, April, sometime in the spring last year. And that was the new defense I wanted to do. But I was like, you know what? I want to wait till the new game comes out. So literally, I've been planning to do this defense at the start of Madden 23 for like 4 or 5 months. So it has been in the works for a long time, and the more I've worked on it, the more I've read about it and learned about it, I think it is going to be so fun, and it is going to work so well in Madden. It is going to be really, really cool. So I'm really excited, guys. We're going to be focusing out of two formations, 3-4 odd and big nickel over G. Very similar formationally to the New York Giants stuff we went over at the end of last year, but how we're setting everything up is going to be totally different. And the idea and the vibe of the defense is going to be totally different. This is going to be more coverage based, a ton of match coverage. I'm going to be doing really in-depth breakdowns on all the different match coverages, give you game plan specific match coverages to beat gun bunch, trip set end, tight sets, everything like that. So this is going to be very specific match defenses, and then really good blitzes also, but everything's going to be out of two high looks to help us disguise it. I go over all of it in the intro video, guys, so definitely go check that out. Now, we're going to be looking at big nickel here today, and we're going to look at, I'm going to give you guys the first two blitzes. Now, just a heads up with these blitzes. Defense is a little more interesting to do than offense, because offense I can put out so many plays. It's really easy for me to split up what goes on Scheme Kings, what goes on the main YouTube channel. For defense, it's a little bit different. Now, sometimes I will cover a blitz on Scheme Kings, and then a few weeks later, depending how it all works out, I might cover some of these blitzes on the main channel, but it won't be for a few weeks. You're going to get them way early, and you guys are going to get a ton of stuff just on Scheme King. So just when I go over the blitzes for big nickel on the main channel, I have a few more. So one of these might be on the main channel as well, but then you'll get another one on Scheme Kings that the main channel, YouTube channel, won't get. So that's just one thing I wanted to give you guys a heads up. Then really quickly, we have audibles I want to show you. So we have cover 4 quarters, casino blitz, SS Blitz 3, and SS Blitz 2. Now, the two blitzes we're going over today are Casino Blitz and SS Blitz 2. We want to go over to packages, guys. We want to go to the slot CB package for big nickel over G always. That's when we can put our good adjustments on our nickelback. So always go slot CB. Then one other thing, we go to coaching adjustments. I play auto alignment on base. This is going to help us disguise everything. We're always going to be too high. It's always going to look the same, and our blitzes will come in really consistently. Then the other thing, we want to turn our zone coverage on match. Now, you don't turn your zone coverage on match. We're not really breaking down zone coverage today, but we're going to be playing a ton of it in this system, in this scheme. So if you don't turn your zone coverage on match, if you leave it on default, all your match coverage will just play spot drop zone coverage. So you need to turn that on. So that's kind of the housekeeping little things I wanted to go over for big nickel. Like I said, we're going to be, and we're in the Raiders playbook. Not sure if I mentioned that. So big nickel over G. This is going to be our nickel formation we're going to use against any, spread modern passing attacks. 3-4 odd is going to be our defense against heavier, big personnel. We're going to match personnel that way, but overall the systems are going to be pretty similar on how we want to set them up. So cover 4 quarters and cover 4 palms are going to be our base defense that we're going to play a ton. We want to play a ton of match coverage in this scheme. The difference, how I set up my Giants system out of big nickel and 3-4 odd is we were blitz first, coverage second. Here we want to be a little bit more coverage first, blitz second. So that is going to be one of the big differences. Also, in the Giant scheme, we played a lot of single high where we'd motion guys down into the box. Here we're going to be playing almost always too high. hiding everything, disguising everything. We're going to be dropping into coverage. Then when we bring the blitzes, I'm going to show you guys today, they are not going to be ready for them. They're going to be sending 5 out on routes, but even if they block 1 player, we're still going to get home. So that is the idea with this blitz, guys. Like I said, definitely go watch the intro video. I think it's the coolest video I've ever made. So I mean, some of the QB stuff is pretty cool, the mobile QB stuff. So it's right up there though. Okay, so we're gonna look at casino blitz first, and we will just come out against a gun spread look here, just something really easy. So we'll just come out with no blocked running back. So this is what the defense is always going to look pre-snap, guys. Every defense we play. Now, we don't audible either. A lot of the big nickel stuff, I would start in something, then I would audible out of the Giants playbook. I would start in something, pinch blitz, then I would audible to something else. Here, we're just going to come out in the blitz we want to come out in, but I just want to show you guys we can also audible to cover 4 quarters, and it's all going to look the same. The corners shifted about a yard. You can audible to SS Blitz 2, all SS Blitz 3, all look the same. SS Blitz 2, all look the same. Then we can go back to our casino blitz, basically the exact same. So this is going to help disguise it. They're not going to know when we're blitzing. They're not going to know when we're sending everybody out on routes. And it is just going to help you just play defense so much better. So now I want to show you the blitz. All you have to do. So in casino blitz, both our linebackers are blitzing and our nickelback. So what you want to do, you want to shift your D-line away from the nickelback. So the nickelback's on the right of screen here. Shift the D-line to the left. Okay, that player's not supposed to walk down. He does every once in a while. If he does, just manually bring him back. So shift your D-line away from the nickelback, then slant your D-line away from the nickelback. That is it. Shift and slant away. Then you want to user the linebacker on the same side of the nickel, and you're just going to take a player who's not in man coverage, because we're bringing one more than is even out in man coverage. So almost every time it'll be a running back, a tight end, and then if it's a trip set, sometimes it'll be the inside slot receiver. So we're just going to snap the ball here, and you're just going to take the running back out on a route, and we see crazy pressure. Now, let's go take a look at the replay, guys, and you are going to see how well this just works on the inside. So automatically, we are going to get this player coming off the edge basically every time, unless they block a running back, ID him, shift their protection that way, he's going to fire in. So that's easy. Where it really gets wild is on the inside. So first, we're going to have our linebacker that is going to loop in from behind, and he's going to squeeze through this hole an absolute ton. But you're also going to get this D tackle. This doesn't happen every time. I would say 30, 40% of the time, 20%, whatever. You're also going to get this D tackle coming through this gap. We have 3 free rushers coming through here. Boom, meet at the quarterback. We'll just run it one more time. So shift D-line away from nickel. See how the linebacker didn't walk down there? Every once in a while it will for some reason, but most of the time he won't. So shift away from the nickel, slant away from the nickel. Then you're going to play man coverage on the running back. And there, we'll go look one more time really quick. There, the D tackle didn't get through, just the linebacker. But that's fine, you know. We're getting a free rusher up the middle and a free rusher off the edge, boom, and we get a block shed there. So that is the man blitz. All right, now let's take a look at our cover 2 blitz. So now we're going to go to SS Blitz 2, and this is going to be basically the exact same setup, guys. This is going to be the same blitz, except we're going to have a cover 2 shell on the outside. So first 2 steps, exact same. Shift D-line away from the nickel. Slant D-line away from the nickel. Then the only other thing we want to do, we want to get our linebackers blitzing, so just blitz all linebackers. So that is going to be the setup. It's basically the exact same as the casino blitz, except the only extra step is we have to block our linebackers. Then what else can we do? We can shade down with our outside corners, or we can shade up, put hards or clouds on the field. Then as the user, we have the whole middle of the field. Now, right here, zone in over the middle. What do we got? Boom. Edge heat, 2 players coming up the middle again. Sometimes your guy will get clipped on the inside, the linebacker looping in, but that's okay. You're still going to get one guy coming in free. I also have linebackers on the field here. If you have faster safeties, which I do recommend, we should touch on that really quick, guys, and then we'll go look at the gameplay footage. I go over this in the main video, but I do like to sub in safeties at these spots. So we can just sub in a safety Saban is safety there. Boom. Now, so usually I'll play with safeties in these spots. More speed coming in on the blitz for sure. Definitely helps. We'll just go. We'll run this one more time. SS blitz. Now it's coming off the other side. So now our the nickel's on the left. So we want to shift right, slant right, blitz all linebackers, user D linebacker on the nickel side. And boom, just like that. And we get the edge heat. We get the D tackle coming through, a ton of heat in at the quarterback. Now, one other thing I want to touch on, guys, is I'm not going over match coverage today. The next breakdown is going to be how we use match coverage, cover 4 quarters specifically. Then we'll do palms, cover 3, bunch of other stuff. But if you guys are playing coverage, yes, it's going to look all identical, but some of the time when we are blitzing, we're going to shift our D line. That's not a huge tell because you guys can just shift your D line, a good amount of the time. So if you're playing cover 4 quarters, just shift your D line maybe half the time. If you're sure they're not running, especially like if you know they're not running left here, just shift your D line right, kind of get an overload going to that side. Then you're not going to blitz. It'll look disguised. Then the next time you shift, they won't automatically know, oh, that means he's bringing a blitz. So that is going to be it, guys. Let's go take a look at the gameplay footage of these 2 blitzes, show you it working online, and then we will get out of here. And I'm going to start working on the new videos, guys, because I cannot wait for you guys to see the rest of this scheme. All right, so here we go. So we already shifted our D-line and slanted them away from the nickel. So nickel's on the left here, so shift D-line right, slant D-line right. We are going to user the linebacker on the same side as the nickel right here. So that is going to be it. Super easy setup. And then as the user, we have man coverage on whoever isn't manned up. So here it's going to be the running back in the backfield. So right here, they're going to do a little play action fake and boom, we get our linebacker looping in. We get edge heat off the edge and he is going down. Like he can barely get the back of his drop before he has 2 players in his face hitting him. Boom, same thing. Shift right, slant right, nickel's on the left here. We see. So right here, he blocks his running back. Our linebacker kind of gets messed up in the middle of the field there, but that's okay. So now the linebacker or the running back is still committed to block the safety, and we're going to get edge heat, just firing off the edge. Boom, get in the backfield, get a hit on the QB, incomplete pass. Really nice edge heat there. Then one more. Watch the running back on this one. Right here, running back goes all the way over and he's going to block the nickel. So now he's going to block the nickel here. Our linebacker loops in from the second level, coming right in at the QB, and he is going down for the safety. So that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, now we have some coverage looks as well. So right here, as the user, I have the running back here. He's not manned up. So I have the running back. The running back stays in the block. He's going to block our looping safety. You get edge heat coming. I see the drag coming open over the middle. So I'm going to help there. He tries to go over the top here. Nothing open. We get a pick and we are going the other way with Sidney Jones. So that was really nice. Here it is again. Right here, I have whoever's not in man coverage. So I think it's going to actually turn to the running back here. So yeah, I have to go across the field, take the running back. He tries to quick throw over the middle. Look at that. D tackle coming through, looping in over the middle. He tries to go there. Sidney Jones going the other way once again. Last one right here. As the linebacker, you got to remember, you have whoever's not manned up in man coverage, and if he leaves the backfield, it's ours. So I actually took kind of a false step this way. Then I see, oh, running back's going out. I get back out, going the other way. Meet him in man coverage, get a knockout, incomplete pass. That is our man blitz, guys. That is how it's going to look like on the field. Now looking at cover 2, exact same thing. Here's the nickel back on the right. Slant our D-line, shift our D-line to the left, user the linebacker on the same side as the nickel. We're just going to play the whole middle of the field here. So here we shaded down, put hard flats, but as a user, we just have to take the whole middle. So what do we see? Looping blitz coming in at the running back, gets blocked up, but we get really good edge heat firing in at the QB right here. By the time he gets hit, there is really not much there. Maybe could have tried the post over my head, but we're pretty much taking that, and Wentz is going down. Same thing. Here we go. Looping pressure right up in the QB's face. Like, look at this. He sends everyone out. Look how fast this looping pressure comes in. Or I don't even know if this is looping. This is just like A-gap pressure. Watch this linebacker. Just keep your eyes on him. Boom. Right in, like, as soon as he tries to step back, Like, yes, you send everyone out on routes, but you're going to have to throw to this guy basically as soon as possible or you are going down for the sack. Here it is again. So it should be the right linebacker looping this time. Boom, coming right down Main Street. Look at, remember when I said the D tackle will come in free too? We have our D tackle and our linebacker here. Running back is shifting out to block the nickel, so we're getting two right down Main Street in the QB's face, hit as he throws, and he is going down. Now we have some coverage looks right here, so blitz coming off the right. He actually does a decent job of blocking it up here, but 3rd and 19, he tries to quick throw it over the middle. Boom, we got mid-zone KO. The ability I have on both my safeties, I break that down in the main channel video as well, guys. Really good in a blitzing scheme or a matching scheme because there's going to be so many plays where they're meeting receivers at the catch point and you're going to get a ton of knockouts. So that's really nice there. Here, linebacker off the left, they're sending they're empty, so we're really sure our blitz is going to be coming in fast. We just have to pick up whoever we see. He tries a little stop and go in the middle of the field. I get a user lurk going back the other way and we are gone. Yes, we score. One more, here we go. Blitz should be coming off the right here, so looper coming in kind of gets lost. You know, sometimes it is a lot of D tackles, O-line, D linemen in that spot, so sometimes he will get hit, knocked off his spot, but that is fine. Still gets pressure, still have our looping or our nickel coming off the left side, and as a user I'm able to step in front of the drag and we are going the other way for a pick six once again. So that is going to be the big nickel stuff, guys. 2 starts, 2 high. Match coverage stuff is coming next. So really good match coverage stuff on the way. And I'm going to teach you guys how to use it the best way possible. And then you're going to have these really good blitzes that you can use that are going to look identical pre-snap to just take your defense to the next level. So really excited for this, guys. Next video, it's either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see how fast I can get it done, but that is the plan. Thank you guys for everyone for joining Scheme Kings. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys think it's worth it. That is it. King Reggie out.